You could be doing anything in the world right now, but you're watching my blackface on your screen. Alright, so last Thursday was the first Thursday in my 1 year history on YouTube that I've ever missed an upload. And there's good reason for that. I was sick. And I'm not talking about, ooh, my neck, oh, my back.
My neck, my back, lick my...
I'm talking about I was sick. I rarely ever get sick, but when I do, it's like the death of me. All I do is lay in bed all day and throw up. When I say I was rarely sick, it hasn't always been that way. When I was a kid, I was always sick. 3 days at a time, laying in bed, throwing up, not eating, not drinking, just puking. I remember being so sick once, but I didn't want to miss school for some reason. Maybe there's like a cute girl in class, so I still went to school, and I remember throwing up in the middle, right in the middle of class. I remember throwing up and all the kids going, ew. Little bastards. I guess when I was younger, I had like a weak immune system because, like I said, I was always sick. And every time I would go back to the doctors, they would say the same thing. You just have food poisoning, a little bit of bed rest, and the fluids will fix you in a couple of days. And I'm like, okay, thanks for the help, doc. And now that I'm older, I realize that we have to pay for that shit. What a rip-off. So when I'm sick, I normally don't eat or drink anything. So even though he said fluids and bed rest, I normally just throw up and sleep. So, I mean, I'm halfway there. I'm getting bed rest. So as I got older and older, I realized that I got less sick less often and for less amount of days. So I went from 2 to 3 days of being sick to 1 day of being sick once a year, which is pretty decent. I would deal with that. But last Wednesday when I got sick, it was like being a kid all over again. I mean, I was throwing up from Wednesday night all the way to Saturday morning, non-stop, 3 days straight. And because of that, I ended up with 2 bruised ribs and my throat was completely ruined from throwing all the stomach acid because I don't eat anything and I don't drink anything when I'm sick. My throat was so bad I couldn't swallow anything. I tried water, but I had the taste of vomit in my mouth, so when I drank it, it just made me want to throw up even more. Then I tried tea with sugar and honey, but that didn't work out so well because I couldn't swallow anything warm. So around Saturday afternoon, for some reason, I don't know how, I don't know where I got this idea from, but something in my head just said, Cool Blue Gatorade in slushy form. So I thought to myself, why the hell not? I gotta try something. So I get my sick ass up and I put my clothes on and I walk a half a mile to the nearest Walgreens to go pick up Gatorade Cool Blue. And when I get there, of course, they have no Cool Blue. So I see this thing and it's called Gatorade Frost Glacier Freeze, and I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And I was like, alright, it's similar to it looks exactly like it, so I might as well just get it. And I solely went off color. It was light blue, and that's the only reason I got it. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta try something. So I buy 4 big ass bottles of this stuff, and I walk my happy sick ass a half a mile back home. And I finally get back home and I'm pouring sweat, I'm coughing, and I'm just like, I'm seriously about to faint because in 3 days, I haven't put anything of nutritional value into my body. I've only been pushing stuff out. So I'm very weak at this point. So I put the Gatorade in the freezer for 30 minutes. Side note, if you put anything that was in the refrigerator, like store-bought Gatorade, in the freezer for 30 minutes and then give it a little shake, it'll instantly freeze.
Yo! Look at this!
So I lay down for 30 minutes, come back and grab the Gatorade, and I take the smallest sip. It had to be the size of like the cap on the Gatorade bottle. It was the smallest sip. And I promise you, it was the most beautiful thing to have ever blessed my tongue, lips, and the back of my throat. It was the most, not only was it the most delicious thing I've ever tasted, but it was the first thing of nutritional value that actually went into my body, and I felt like that much stronger after drinking it. So I guess you can say Gatorade saved my life. Hey guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and like the video down below. Also, if you have any tricks that you do while you're sick to make you feel better, then go ahead and comment that down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe.